I showed you how to apply EPUB type semantics to objects in InDesign. It's now time to map those to the more meaningful Dpub Aria roles. The digital publishing, also known as Dpub Aria, is an extension of the Aria specification. It provides an additional set of publishing-specific roles for use with the Aria role attribute. These publishing roles are intended to improve the usability of publications, both by providing assistive technologies with additional information about important structures and by ensuring that common publishing markup idioms are accessible. And note here about overuse. Wherever possible, let the HTML do the accessibility heavy lifting for you. HTML is natively accessible and can communicate quite a lot without additional semantics. So add Aria roles judiciously. And also, not all our EPUB type semantics have corollary Aria roles. So this page of the DAISY knowledge base is extremely useful and worth bookmarking. So it has all the basic common roles in book-like content, and the DAISY knowledge base is updated frequently, so this is the best place to go to understand what has changed. And then in addition, you can click on any one of these to get a fuller explanation of what's going on and how to use it. For example, let's look at doc cover. So the role for a cover should be on the image tag, not on the figure tag, not on the body tag, on the image tag. And so it's important to understand how to use these correctly. So the role for a part needs to be on the section tag. This page here will help you sort through that, how to apply these. So let's go into the book we were working on and have a look at the chapters and how to apply that. So here on line 9 is the EPUB type equals chapter. We know from here that the corollary is doc-chapter. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to go over here and add this in. So it's role equals quote doc-chapter. And that's the corollary Aria role that goes along with EPUB type equals chapter. And you in this case, you must add it or you will get an Ace by Daisy error. Because the EPUB type semantics are there and there is a corollary Aria role, if you don't add it, you'll get a squawk from Ace by Daisy. Let's go into the other chapter and fix that there as well. So bam, done. Okay, let's look at other pieces of this content. So the cover is a going concern. This is the markup that InDesign gives you by default. We already added in the link to the CSS and we added a language declaration here. This markup for the cover is standard out of InDesign and it's not excellent. For one thing, it has some inline styling here, which is an accessibility no-no. It has some alt text and the alt is cover.jpg. I would suggest that that's dreadful alt text and a little bit more inline styling. So in your cheat sheet, you will have some markup that you can use for the cover. And I am going to plop that in here now, and we're going to adjust our cover. So here, it's a figure with a class of cover image. As source is cover.jpg, the class equals cover. Here's the EPUB type equals cover and the role equals doc cover. So that's really important. This piece here, the Aria role is really important. And then alt text. And so I'm just going to type in cover alt text here because that's I will fix that before it goes out into the world. Although this book isn't going out into the world. And this is also not excellent alt text, but I'm going to have just to have something there, a placeholder. So this is a better markup for the cover. And then if you noticed in the cheat sheet, I have some code that goes along with it. So here, a figure of cover image with a text align of center, and the cover has a height of 90 VH, which is vertical height units, basically. And that works really perfectly on all of the covers. So that's my gift to you to use that in future. Okay, cover done. Let's go into other things and see what's going on here. So here's the front matter. Front matter does not have a corollary aria role, so that one can stand alone. That's fine just as it is. I think that this was also supposed to be marked as title page as well. I can't remember if title page is a hyphen or not, but we'll leave it for now and deal with the squawk that comes later. I'm going to also change this title element since I'm here. And that will do. That will do. I actually don't think that has a hyphen. I'm going to take it out. Okay. And then this alt text is also awful. Obviously, it's alt equals, it's empty. And I'll fix that afterwards. Finally, I think actually this is the title page, isn't it? Yeah, it's right here. Epub type equals title page. So I'll delete that from over here. This is the frontispiece image. Now I'm remembering the structure of this content. So there's not a ton of stuff in here. There's not a ton of EPUB type semantics in this very simple content. So the chapter ones are the most important ones, and the cover, in addition to the things that we already added into the toc.xhtml. So here's the Dpub Aria rule there. There isn't a corollary one for landmarks, and there is one for the page list. So those are already added. Adding, navigating your EPUB type semantics to add in corollary aria rules is extremely important, mostly because EPUB type semantics are utterly meaningless out in the world. Assistive technology doesn't use them in any meaningful way, whereas aria rules, which are web technology, get picked up regularly and are used in a robust way across the device and reading system spectrum.